I am here with Dr. Herman Weiss, CEO of TODOS Medical, to tell us the upcoming trends in patient care. Hello, doctor. Thanks for joining me here in front of the New York Stock Exchange.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I can't wait to hear what's up and coming in your field. You specialize in early detection. What methods do you use for early detection diseases?
So we are looking at the immune system reaction to disease. Specifically, at every cancer has a different fingerprint. Every cancer reacts differently with the host immune system. So we're able to detect cancer at a very, very early stage.
Okay, so cancer, is there a certain type of cancer?
So our first test to market is a breast cancer detection. Very earlier published reports of 80 to 90% accuracy with our tests. We have a colon cancer test, lung cancer. We just got approved for a lung cancer detection, early detection patent, global patent last week. Colon, lung, breast, ovarian, and but those are a little bit more earlier stage development. But the closest to commercialization is our breast cancer.
And how does that facilitate patient treatment?
So the earlier you diagnose cancer, the better outcome you can have for complete cure and curing the patient. So when a patient gets diagnosed at stage 3 or 4, the road is a lot harder. A 5-year survival rate is not so great. But if you can diagnose them earlier, the better, and their survival is much higher.
Is there anything else that this treatment can be used towards?
So we have been looking at this technology, because it's a technology platform, to identify if a patient is going to have recurrence of cancer, if a patient is going to respond to chemotherapy. So we have a lot of stuff we're working on currently, and it's so far it's been very successful.
That's incredible. It sounds very successful. How far along are you into bringing this to doctors and patients?
So we are actually commercializing by the end of the year in Romania, Austria, and Israel. Our idea is to perfect our commercialization in select countries and then roll it out in a regional manner. We've met with the FDA, and the FDA has given us a roadmap forward to conduct a large-scale clinical trial. They will accept a certain amount of patients outside of the U.S. So that we could take the European data and apply it to our approval process here.
Anything else TODOS is working on?
We have actually just acquired an asset in the Alzheimer's disease diagnostic space, tremendously exciting for us. Right now there is no approved diagnosis for a biomarker for Alzheimer's disease, for a blood biomarker. There's also no approved therapeutic. Every therapeutic in development has failed, and the reason being is because they start the clinical trials too late. Unfortunately, the disease does not regress, and they are unable to stop the progression because they start the disease, the therapeutic, later on in the disease progression. Our diagnostic will again make early diagnosis earlier, and enable the therapeutic to do good. Every pharmaceutical trial, every clinical trial costs $150,000 to have a patient enroll in the trial. That is because you have to screen 15 patients before you can enroll one. And using our biomarker, you'll be able to decrease that from 15 patients to 2 to 3 patients screened. So we'll be decreasing clinical trial costs by about 80 to 90%.
Wow, that's excellent news, especially for shareholders.
Yeah, for shareholders and for the pharmaceutical companies developing therapeutics in this very needed space.
Very needed space. We look forward to seeing the success.
Thank you very much.